Welcome back, and it's time to answer your portfolio queries. And now I'm joined by Anil Rego, who will be answering your investment-related queries. But before we begin, you've probably heard about the recent changes in the Provident Fund rules. But if you are wondering how do these new PF rules really impact me or my retirement planning, well, we've got you covered over there. The Money Show is putting together a special PF edition this Wednesday, 29th October, where we'll break down everything you need to know from withdrawal norms to taxation and how the new rules could change the way you plan your retirement corpus. So, if you have questions or confusion around your PF, send them to us now. Our experts will take them up on the show and help you make sense of these new changes. That's the Money Show PF special on Wednesday, 29th October. Don't miss it. WhatsApp number and the email ID where you can send across your questions is flashing on the screen. But Anil, good evening and welcome to the show. And let's begin with our very special viewer queries. This question is coming up from Magesh, and he says that he's 42 years old from Puducherry. And he's got an investment horizon of 15 years. Existing investment is almost around 45,000, and this is spread across multiple 10 folios. Okay, he says that he has a high risk appetite and aims to consolidate this entire amount into just 4 to 5 funds with a 10% of step up, and he's going to start from next month onwards. He's going to make his SIP almost of 50k. The funds that he's talking about are Nippon India Small Cap or Bandhan Small Cap, Edelweiss Mid Cap, Invesco Mid Cap, which he's planning to invest, Motilal Mid Cap, and he's got some lump sum also, which he's avoiding now. Parag Parikh Flexi Cap 10,000, Edelweiss Balance Advantage Fund or HDFC 10,000 again, UTI Next 50 Index, and he's chosen these funds based on their performance and risk adjustment and expense ratio, obviously, and he's planning to step it up, as I just mentioned earlier. So he wants to know whether he could continue in these funds or there are any changes recommended. The long-term horizon, that's the investment time limit for him, and he's got a high risk tolerance also. Current SIP will be stopped and redeemed after 1 year and redirected into the new SIP. So the existing portfolio has a lot of small caps. Tata, SBI, Axis, large and mid cap from Mirae, again a mid cap from Mirae, Axis mid cap, Axis multi cap, Tata small cap, Parag Parikh flexi cap, Tata 500 index manufacturing fund, SBI Nifty mid cap 150. So a lot of funds which he wants to consolidate. So wow, a lot of planning and advice needed from you over there. Definitely, Anil, what would you say?
Yeah. So first of all, I think the good thing he's starting off with is to look at consolidation. A lot of the time, investors, have a whole lot of funds, and then it's difficult to track, and they not necessarily deliver the results that you are looking for, right? So that's a good thing that he's looking at. Secondly, also saying 5 funds, yes, the 5 can go up to 8, but typically, it should not go beyond that. So that's the other part of it. Now, coming back to some of the decision points that he wanted. One was between, should he choose between Nippon India Small Cap and Bandhan Small Cap? Nippon India has a good, very long-term track record, and it's been very consistent. However, it's a fund which has become of a reasonably large size. Like Bandhan, on the other hand, has also delivered good risk-adjusted returns, and that is something that we look as an important factor. When you're looking at a small cap fund, so it shows good risk-adjusted returns as well. Okay, and it manages a smaller corpus. So if you're willing to take that little bit of extra risk, then you can sort of go back to looking at Bandhan, right? So that is something. But if you want to play safe, then Nippon also is a very, very good and long-term performing fund. So that little bit depends on sort of your risk appetite. And in terms of the mid caps, I think Kotak mid cap is a good option for him to look at, both in terms of performance as well as risk measures as well. So that is something that he can look at. Now, the other one is Edelweiss mid cap also has a lower expense ratio. So if that is something that one wants to look at, and you're willing to ride the long haul, so then that is also one of the options to look at. But I would choose anyway between, say, Kotak mid cap as well as uh, Edelweiss mid cap. So that is in terms of the mid cap side. On the flexi cap, I think Parak Parak is an excellent choice, and it can remain as one of the core sort of holdings that one has. So this is another fund that has been consistent. So I will not give any options out there in this category. You can have between the balance advantage funds. I would go for HDFC balance advantage fund. Okay, so that is something to sort of work on, and possibly one would also add, say, something like a UTI Nifty Next 50 fund, okay, an index fund. So that also has a little bit of a different style as well. So broadly, if you ask me, on the overall, I will go back and say Bandhan small cap again. Go back to a smaller fund like Edelweiss mid cap, Parag Parikh flexi cap, Edelweiss, I would go for HDFC Balance Advantage Fund and UTI Next 50. So this, I think, mix will take care of a right blend. In terms of his existing portfolio, he can, look at seeing how the mid cap perform because it's a mid cap heavy, and on a mid cap rally, that is where he can exit, and he can do it in a phased manner as well. As markets go up, he can keep on doing it and then switching back to some of these existing funds. If markets at that time go to a peak, then you can also take that money out, park it into debt, and do a systematic transfer back to manage risk. I think this is a strategy that he could use on his portfolio.
With that, it's time up on the session. I did want to take one more question, but then my time is up for today, Anil. But thank you so much for being a part of this show and helping our viewers understand their financial strategies and approach towards their financial goals. Thank you so much. And with that, it's a wrap on the Money Show as well. But then I'm going to leave you with our WhatsApp number and our email ID because on Wednesday, it's the PF special on the Money Show. And then on Friday, we have a South India special where we are beginning with Bengaluru. So all the Bengaluru viewers, do send across your questions on the WhatsApp number. And if in case you have any PF related queries, that too, you can send on this same WhatsApp number and the email ID. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.